I'm Ethan Carter, and the day I accepted $30,000 a month was the day my life cracked open. You understand this is not a favor, Victoria Hawley said across the glass desk. It's a transaction. I understand, I said, even though my hands were shaking. I need the job. She looked me over like a spreadsheet. You're a Manny, not family. You live in. You follow rules. You disappear when told. Disappear? I asked. Yes. Her voice was calm, sharp. You are replaceable. That word hit harder than the number she'd offered me. $30,000 a month. I kept repeating it in my head, afraid it might vanish if I blinked. I have a degree, I said quietly. I didn't plan to. I don't care what you planned, Victoria said. I care what you do. Silence stretched. I swallowed my pride. My rent's overdue. My student loans are choking me. I won't fail your daughter. Her eyes narrowed. My daughter's name is Lily. As if summoned, a small voice said, Mama? A girl with dark curls stepped in, clutching a stuffed rabbit. She looked at me, then smiled. Are you my new friend? Lily asked. I crouched without thinking. If you want me to be. She nodded seriously. Okay, you look sad, but nice. Victoria sighed. Lily, go play. But I like him, Lily said. Hugging my arm thought my chest tightened. No one hugged me like that anymore. Victoria watched us, unreadable. She needs stability, she said to me, not attachment. I'm good with kids, I replied. I won't cross lines. You won't exist outside this house, she said. No interviews, no photos, no opinions. I hesitated. And if I say no? Her lips curved slightly. Then I call the next candidate. $30,000 vanished in my mind, replaced by eviction notices and empty cupboards. I'll do it, I said. She slid the contract over. Sign. I picked up the pen. My name looked small on the page. Welcome, Victoria said. Don't disappoint me, Lily waved. See you tomorrow. I forced a smile, unaware I just agreed to a life that would break me before it saved me. The silence after that felt expensive. Is there anything else? I asked. Yes, Victoria said. You start tonight. Tonight? I echoed. My schedule doesn't wait, she replied. Neither should you, I nodded. I'll call my landlord. Don't, she said. You won't need him anymore. That should have thrilled me. Instead, it scared me. Lily tugged my sleeve. Will you read to me? If your mom says it's okay, I said. Victoria paused. One book. Lily grinned. You're my favorite already. I laughed softly. Careful, I'm easy to replace. Victoria's gaze snapped to me. Don't joke about that. Why not? I asked. You just did. Her jaw tightened. Because I don't like reminders. I stood there, contract signed, future sealed, telling myself money solved everything. I was wrong. As I followed Lily down the hall, I told myself I was lucky. You're really staying, she said. Yes, I replied. She squeezed my hand. I didn't know it then, but that small grip was the last honest thing I'd feel in this house. And I had no idea how much it would cost me to keep it in the end forever. I woke up in the Hawley mansion feeling like I had stepped into someone else's life overnight. The house was quiet and expensive in a way that made me walk softer. Up already? Lily asked from the hallway. Couldn't sleep, I said. Big place? She smiled. Mama says big places have rules. Victoria appeared behind her. She's right, she said. You follow them exactly. I'm listening, I said. No guests, Victoria said. No phone calls in common areas. No opinions about my parenting. I nodded. And Lily? You care for her as instructed, she said. Emotion is optional. That stung more than I expected. A sharp voice cut in. So this is him. I turned to see Margaret Hawley standing near the stairs. Her eyes swept over me like dust. I'm Ethan, I said. Nice to meet you. She replied. You won't last, Lily frowned. Grandma, that's mean. Margaret sniffed. Truth isn't mean. Victoria said nothing, which somehow felt worse. Later, a man in a dark suit joined us in the study. Daniel Reed, he said, shaking my hand too firmly. I work closely with Victoria. I take care of Lily, I replied. Daniel smiled without warmth. Then stay in your lane. I laughed awkwardly. That's the plan. His eyes lingered, making me feel measured. That afternoon, Lily pulled me into the garden. Will you really stay? She asked. As long as they want me, I said. She hugged me. I want you. My throat tightened. That night, Victoria found me cleaning up crayons. You did well today, she said. Thank you, I replied. Don't misunderstand, she added. Competence is expected. I get that, I said. I watched her walk away, admiring her strength even as resentment curled inside me. I wasn't family, wasn't trusted, and wasn't free. As Lily waved goodnight, I realized I was already trapped inside invisible walls. I didn't know how to escape. I lay awake later, staring at the ceiling, hearing Margaret's certainty, Daniel's warning, and Victoria's silence echo together. I told myself this was temporary, just a job, but deep down I felt like a piece placed on a board someone else controlled, and I didn't know the rules yet. The house creaked, reminding me I was small here, and the game had already started. I closed my eyes, pretending sleep could protect me. It couldn't. I heard Victoria on the phone somewhere, her voice low and sharp. Yes, she said. He's settling in. I froze, listening. No risks, she continued. I'll handle it. The call ended, and my stomach tightened. I wasn't sure what it meant, but it didn't sound good. The next morning, Margaret stopped me in the hall. Remember, she said, you're paid to obey. I understand, I replied, though my jaw clenched. Daniel passed by, murmuring, smart men don't ask questions. I watched them disappear, feeling the weight of money pressing on my chest. $30,000 suddenly felt like a leash. When Lily took my hand again, I held it tighter, knowing she was the only real thing I had here. I promised myself, silently, I wouldn't let this house swallow me whole. Still, as the doors closed behind me, I knew I was already deeper than I ever planned to go. The rules were clear, the walls were real, and the warnings had been given. I just didn't know yet how much they would cost me later. I didn't expect to argue with Victoria over bedtime stories, but that was how it started. You're spoiling her, Victoria said. I'm listening to her, I replied. She needs discipline. She needs to feel safe. Her eyes hardened. Don't tell me how to raise my daughter. Then don't hire someone you won't trust, I shot back. Silence slammed between us. I felt my pulse in my ears. You forget your place, she said. I know exactly where I stand, I said. Right next to Lily. That night, Lily whispered, Are you in trouble? Maybe, I said softly. Don't leave, she begged. After she slept, Victoria found me in the kitchen. You crossed a line today, she said. So did you, I replied. She laughed once, tired. You think this is easy? I think you're scared, I said. Her shoulders stiffened. I built everything myself. And you're afraid to lose it, I said. She didn't answer right away. I don't sleep, she finally admitted. I don't trust anyone. The room felt smaller. I didn't mean to threaten you, she said quietly. I know, I replied. But Lily hears everything. For a moment she looked human. Don't confuse this, she warned. I'm not, I said. Even as my chest tightened, the next day, Sophie Miller pulled me aside at school. She talks about you constantly, Sophie said. I'm just doing my job, I replied. Sophie lowered her voice. Protect yourself. Power like that always takes. Her words followed me home. That night, Victoria poured herself a drink. You judging me now? She asked. No, I said. I'm worried about Lily. And me? She asked. I hesitated. You don't let anyone worry about you. She studied me too long. This can't happen, she said. I didn't say anything, I replied. She stepped back. Good. As she walked away, I realized I wasn't just crossing lines anymore. I was standing on one, unsure whether to step back or fall forward. I lay awake later, replaying every word. You should quit, a voice in my head said. I can't, I whispered. The next evening, Victoria stopped me again. You're getting attached, she said. She's a child, I replied. And I'm her mother. I know, I said. That's why I stay. Her breath caught. You think you're saving us? No, I said. I think you're drowning, she turned away. Careful. Lily ran in, laughing. Read with us, she said. Victoria nodded once. 10 minutes, she said. As Lily leaned against me. I felt the line blur. Victoria watched, silent. In her eyes. I saw fear, not anger. When Lily fell asleep, Victoria said, This ends someday. I know, I replied. Don't make it harder, she said. I wanted to ask why she sounded afraid. I didn't. I went to my room knowing attraction was dangerous. Silence was safer, and staying might cost me everything. I told myself boundaries mattered, but my heart ignored rules. Every look felt loaded. Every quiet moment felt like a warning. I wasn't in love. I wasn't safe. I was standing too close to someone powerful, lonely, and afraid. and I knew one wrong step would change everything between us forever. I stayed anyway, pretending control was possible, knowing deep down that invisible lines only existed until someone dared to cross them completely. That fear followed me to sleep, wrapped around my thoughts, whispering that this house never forgave mistakes, and always demanded payment. I learned that truth sooner than I expected. It happened on a Tuesday night, and it happened fast. Victoria threw her phone onto the table. Explain this. I looked. Photos, me opening a car door for her, me walking beside her. Headlines screaming lies. This isn't real, I said. It doesn't matter, she snapped. The board is panicking. I didn't call anyone, I said. I didn't talk to anyone. You were seen, she said. That's enough. My chest burned. You told me to stay invisible. And you failed, she replied coldly. I shook my head. I did my job. You became a liability, she said. The word cut deeper than before. I protect Lily, I said. That's all. Victoria laughed bitterly. They think you're my lover. That's insane, I said. Insane ruins companies, she replied. She paced. They're demanding stability, a family image. And that's my fault. I asked. She stopped in front of me. You're the solution, I frowned. What does that mean? She inhaled slowly. We get married. I laughed once, sharp and scared. No. It's a contract, she said. Temporary. I'm not your shield, I said. Her eyes hardened. You already are. I won't do it, I said. She leaned closer. Then I ruin you. My breath caught. What? I end your career, she said. I erase you. And Lily? I whispered. Her silence answered. Margaret stepped in. Be practical, she said. I turned. You planned this. Opportunity, Margaret corrected. Victoria said quietly, this protects us. Not me, I said. You're paid, Margaret said. I didn't sign up for this, I said. Victoria's voice dropped. You'll never see Lily again. The room spun. That's cruel, I said. It's necessary. She replied. I felt trapped. Angry, small. You're forcing me, I said. Yes, she answered. I clenched my fists. I trusted you. Her jaw tightened. Don't be emotional. Say it's fake, I begged. I can't, she said. Margaret added. Time is running out. I looked at the photos again. Lies freezing into truth. You'll own me, I said. No, Victoria said. I'll control the narrative. I laughed hollowly. Same thing? She held my gaze. Decide. My thoughts screamed. Run. Fight. Protect Lily. I hate this, I said. So do I, she replied softly. I met her eyes. I'll do it. Margaret smiled. Victoria exhaled. But you owe me honesty, I said. She didn't answer. That silence told me everything. I realized then I wasn't marrying her. I was surrendering my freedom. The wedding felt quiet inside my head, like sound couldn't reach me anymore. Smile. Victoria whispered. I am, I said. No, she replied. Convincingly. The officiant asked questions I barely heard. Do you accept? I do, I said, and it felt like locking a door behind myself. Victoria's hand was cold in mine. You're shaking, she murmured. So are you, I said. She smiled for the cameras. Because this matters. Applause followed us like a lie. You look happy, a guest said. Thank you, I replied automatically. Daniel leaned close. Impressive climb, he said. I didn't climb, I replied. He smirked. Sure. Lily tugged my sleeve. Are you my dad now? She asked. I swallowed. I'm still me. She smiled anyway. I like this. That hurt more than everything else combined. Later, the doors closed behind us. Don't touch anything, Victoria said. I'm your husband, I replied quietly. In public, she corrected. I nodded. Rules haven't changed. They've tightened, she said. She walked ahead, heels sharp against the floor. You did well today, she added. I sold myself, I replied. She stopped. Don't dramatize. I meant every word, I said. That night she slept in another room. This is temporary, she said. For you, I replied. The next morning, Daniel visited. Enjoying married life? He asked. I'm working, I said. Know your place, he replied lightly. Victoria didn't defend me. At breakfast, Lily asked, why don't you sit together? Victoria said, adults need space. I said nothing. I cleaned, cooked, waited, smiled. At an event, Victoria held my arm. You're perfect. She whispered. You don't know me, I replied. She laughed softly. That's the point. People praised us. You're glowing, someone told her. She squeezed my hand harder. Inside, I felt invisible. That night I asked, what am I to you? She didn't look up. Useful. I stared at the ring on my finger. It felt heavy, like a reminder. Lily hugged me before bed. Promise you won't leave, she said. I promise, I replied, even as doubt crushed me. Alone, I whispered, who am I now? No one answered. I wasn't loved. I wasn't free. I was married to a role I never chose, smiling for strangers, obeying in silence, losing pieces of myself one polite moment at a time. And every night, I wondered how much more of me this marriage would take before there was nothing left worth saving. I wasn't trying to listen. I was walking past the study when Victoria's voice stopped me cold. He trusts me, she said. Daniel laughed quietly. Of course he does. My chest tightened. I stayed still. We divorce after the scandal fades, Victoria continued. 6 months. Quiet. And him? Daniel asked. She didn't hesitate. We leak evidence. Make him the source. I felt the floor tilt. That will ruin him, Daniel said. That's the point, Victoria replied. The company survives. And Lily? Daniel asked. She forget, Victoria said flatly. Something inside me broke. Daniel added, he won't fight back. Victoria said, he doesn't matter. I stepped away before they saw me. My hand shook. Replaceable, useful, disposable. Later I confronted her. You're divorcing me, I said. She looked up slowly. You heard. You're framing me, I whispered. She stood. Lower your voice. You planned this, I said. From the start. Her eyes hardened. This is business. I loved Lily, I said. That was your mistake, she replied. I laughed, broken. Was any of it real? She didn't answer. Daniel passed behind her, smirking. Careful, he said. Heroes fall hard. I walked out before I collapsed. At school, Sophie caught me. Ethan, something's wrong, she said. I'm fine, I lied. She's dangerous, Sophie whispered. I've seen this before. Stay out of it, I snapped. She flinched. I'm trying to help. No one can, I said. That night, Lily hugged me. You're sad, she said. I'm tired, I replied. Don't go, she begged. I held her tighter than ever. In my room. I stared at the ceiling. I replayed every word Victoria ever said. I protect my own. I don't get emotional. You're necessary. All lies. I wasn't a husband. I wasn't family. I was a shield they planned to shatter. My phone buzzed. A message from Victoria. We'll discuss terms tomorrow. Terms. Like I was property. I whispered, how did I not see this? Anger rose, sharp and choking. I wanted to scream. I wanted to disappear. Instead, I sat there, hollow. For the first time I understood the truth. They didn't save me. They never intended to. I was already condemned, and the woman I trusted most had signed the sentence herself. They came for me at dawn. Ethan Carter? An officer asked. Yes, I said. You're under arrest. Victoria watched from the stairs. This is a mistake, I said. She didn't answer. The cuffs clicked. Cameras flashed. What did you do? Someone shouted. I said nothing. At the station, a man slid papers toward me. Corporate espionage, he said. I didn't do this, I replied. That's what they all say, he answered. My public defender sighed. You're lucky, she said. Lucky? I asked. They're offering a plea, she replied. I'm innocent, I said. She looked tired. Prove it. In the holding cell, a man laughed. First time? He asked. I nodded. Gets worse, he said. On TV, my face filled the screen. CEO betrayed by husband. A voice said. I turned away. They fired me in an email. Contract terminated. Lily wasn't allowed to see me. She's confused. Victoria said through glass. I raised her, I whispered. She forget, Victoria replied. That broke me. In my cell, I replayed everything. Every warning, every silence. An inmate asked, what's your crime? Trust, I said. Days blurred. Food tasted like nothing. My lawyer said, they have witnesses. They're lying, I said. Lies work, she replied. At night, I whispered Lily's name. No one answered. I felt small. Useless. A guard said, get up. I moved. Another inmate said, "Don't die in here." "I might," I said. He laughed. Basements deeper. I realized rock bottom wasn't solid. It kept dropping. I wasn't angry anymore. Just empty. The world moved on without me. Victoria won. And I learned survival wasn't heroic. It was just breathing when everything else was gone. I met Marcus Bennett in the laundry room. "You fold like you're angry," he said. "I am," I replied. He nodded. "That'll kill you faster than this place." I ignored him. "You won't last," I said. He smiled. "I've lasted 10 years. I laughed bitterly. "Congratulations?" He leaned closer. "You think you're special?" "I think I was destroyed," I said. "No," he replied. "You were careless." That angered me. "They framed me," I snapped. "And?" he asked. "And they won," I said. He shook his head. "Not yet." We sat in silence. "Why are you here?" he asked. "I trusted the wrong woman," I said. Marcus folded another shirt. "Then learn. I lost everything," I said. "You lost status," he corrected. "Not yourself," I scoffed. "You don't know me." "I know men who quit," he said. "You're still breathing." That night he spoke again. "Revenge isn't fists," he said. "What is it?" I asked. "Living well," he replied. I stared at the wall. "They took my child," I said. Marcus's voice softened. "Then earn the right to stand again." "How?" I asked. "Stop begging," he said. "Start planning." Days passed. "Who hurt you?" I asked him once. "My brother," he replied. "Did you forgive him?" "No," Marcus said. "I outgrew him." That stayed with me. One morning I said, "I want them to pay." Marcus replied, "Then don't rush." "I'm tired," I admitted. "Good," he said. "Weak men rest, strong men rebuild." I laughed quietly. "You sound certain." "I am," he said. "I decided not to die here." I swallowed. "So did I said. He nodded once. "Then stop talking like a victim." That hurt. "Who am I now?" I asked. "You're unfinished," Marcus replied. For the first time I believed it. I stopped replaying her voice. I stopped counting losses. Instead, I counted breaths. Steps. One night, I whispered, "I'm still here." No one answered, but I felt it. I wasn't broken beyond repair. I was stripped. And stripped things can be rebuilt. I didn't want revenge anymore. I wanted my life back. That decision felt heavier than anger. When the lights went out, Marcus said, "Sleep." "I will," I replied. For the first time in weeks, I meant it. I decided I wouldn't disappear. I wouldn't beg. I wouldn't die quietly. I would wait. I would learn. I would return. And when I did, I wouldn't need to destroy anyone. I would simply stand tall enough that the truth crushed them on its own. I walked out with a box and a number stamped on my past. Sophie waited across the street. "You're free," she said. "On paper," I replied. She handed me coffee. "You don't owe me trust." "I don't have much left," I said. We talked quietly. "I kept records," Sophie said. "Of what?" I asked. "Daniel," she replied. I exhaled slowly. "I don't want revenge," I said. "Good," she answered. "Then you'll win." We met at night. Emails, receipts, messages. "You sure?" I asked. "Certain," she said. Daniel's name surfaced first. Fraud. Side accounts. Bribes. "He's panicking," Sophie said. I didn't smile. "He deserves worse," I said. "Patience," she replied. Victoria didn't call me. She didn't have to. I felt the shift anyway. A former ally messaged me. "Things are unstable," he said. "I know," I replied. I stayed quiet. Silence felt stronger than anger. One night, Sophie asked, "Does it still hurt?" "Yes," I said. "But you're standing," she replied. Daniel was arrested. Quietly. No cameras. This time. Sophie showed me the news. "You could celebrate," she said. "I won't," I replied. Victoria lost board votes. Friends vanished. Rumors replaced praise. I watched from a distance. "This is strange," I said. "What?" Sophie asked. "I'm not angry," I replied. She smiled softly. "That means you healed." Victoria finally texted. "We need to talk." I typed nothing. "You afraid?" Sophie asked. "No," I said. "I'm done chasing closure." I remembered Marcus's words. Living well. Waiting. At night, I planned carefully. No drama. No threats. The truth moved on its own. An investor called me. "You were right," he said. I said nothing, I replied. "Lily's teacher reached out. She asks about you." She said. My chest tightened. "I'm not ready," I whispered. Sophie squeezed my hand. You will be. Victoria resigned a week later. No apology. No goodbye. I felt nothing explode. Just settle. Power didn't return loudly. It returned quietly. One evening, Sophie asked, What now? I rebuild, I said. And her? She lives with what she chose, I replied. I walked home alone. No spotlight. No chains. For the first time, I didn't want justice fast. I wanted it right. Slow karma wasn't cruel. It was exact. I watched from the cafe across the street as Victoria's world cracked quietly. Did you hear? A woman whispered. She's lost half her board, another replied. I sipped my coffee. Silence felt heavier than applause. Sophie sat beside me. It's happening. It is, I said. Margaret's voice came through the news. She mismanaged everything, she said. My chest tightened. I knew exactly who she meant. Then I saw Lily running toward me, tears streaming, arms wide. Daddy, she shouted. I dropped my bag. I missed you, she cried. I missed you too, I whispered. She clung to me, and my chest ached with everything I had lost and survived. Victoria appeared across the street, heels clicking like accusations. Ethan, she said, voice trembling. I didn't move. I never... She began. Don't, I said. Save it. She stopped. I failed everything, she admitted. You think saying that fixes it? I asked. No, she whispered. It doesn't, but I needed you to hear it. Lily pulled me closer. Daddy, are we okay? She asked. Yes, I said softly. Victoria's hands trembled. I lost control. I should have... Enough, I interrupted. Forgiveness isn't reunion. It's peace. Her lips parted, but she said nothing. Margaret watched from the corner, satisfaction clear in her gaze. Ethan, Victoria said, voice raw. Please, I'm at peace, I said. Not with you, not yet, but I'm done being your prisoner. Sophie squeezed my shoulder. You did the right thing. I nodded, feeling the weight lift slightly. Lily laughed, wiping tears. Can we go home now? Yes, sweetheart, I said. She smiled, and the warmth made months of betrayal feel distant. Victoria's eyes followed us. I ruined everything, she whispered to herself. Yes, I said internally. You did. And it's yours to carry. I didn't look back. I held Lily's hand tighter. The world was quiet now. No revenge. No anger. Just the sound of her laughter and the slow, steady pulse of my own heart. Victoria called once more. Ethan, she said softly. I didn't answer. Peace doesn't need acknowledgement. It just needs choice. I chose her happiness, my daughter's safety, and my own freedom, and that was enough. Sophie smiled. You finally let go. I did, I said. We walked away from the ruins. Sunlight hit my face. I breathed. For the first time, I felt whole. And even as Victoria crumbled behind me, I didn't falter. Because forgiving her didn't mean losing me. It meant finally winning back myself. The court session was brief, Mr. Carter, the judge said. You have legal rights to see your daughter. I exhaled slowly. Thank you, Your Honor. Victoria sat across the room, expression unreadable. I didn't expect this, she whispered. You underestimated me, I said quietly. Daniel's lawyer tried to speak, but he was already handcuffed. Corporate fraud and conspiracy, the officer said. I watched them take him away, gloating. Just relief. Outside, Sophie waited. You did it, she said softly. I did, I replied. She hesitated, then blurted. I've cared for you, always. I blinked. Sophie, I don't, she said gently. Not now. I nodded. Not now. Love could wait. Life couldn't. Lily ran into my arms. Daddy, she shouted. I missed you, I said, holding her close. Her small hands grabbed my face. I want to be with you, she said. You will be, I promised. Victoria approached slowly. I'm resigning, she said. Do what's right for her, I said. She nodded, tears forming. Margaret watched silently, eyes sharp but quiet. Sophie squeezed my shoulder. Ready to leave? I took a deep breath. Yes, I said. As we walked away from the mansion, I felt weight lifting. No chains, no threats, no lies. The street smelled like rain and freedom. I felt the sun on my face. I survived, I whispered. Lily held my hand tightly. I'm safe, she said. Double quotes. Yes, you are, I replied. I didn't glance back. The mansion. The lies, the betrayal, it was theirs now. I had clarity, I had self-worth. I had my daughter. Sophie walked beside me quietly. Her presence was steady, comforting. I didn't rush. I didn't need to. I had walked through fire, prison lies and schemes. I had faced betrayal and survived. And now I walked forward not as a victim, not as a shadow, but as a man who had reclaimed himself. Lily laughed. I smiled. The world stretched before us wide and unbroken. I breathed in deeply. Finally, I was free, and I knew no one could ever take that away. I stood on the porch, Lily at my side. Daddy, are we really free? She asked. I smiled down at her. Yes, baby. We really are, she whirled. No more scary people? No more, I said softly. We walked to the car, hands intertwined. You were brave, she said quietly. I had to be, I replied. Her small hand squeezed mine. I'm glad it's over, she whispered. So am I said. I thought about Victoria, Margaret, Daniel, all the chains, lies, and games. They had tried to own me, twist me, break me, but I wasn't a Manny anymore. I wasn't a husband they controlled. I wasn't a pawn in anyone's empire. I was just me. Sophie had helped. Quietly and steadily, I glanced at her. She nodded. I'll see you later, I said. She smiled. Take your time. The sun hit my face as I breathed deeply. For the first time, I didn't feel trapped. I didn't feel fear. Daddy, are we going home? Lily asked. Yes, baby, I said. To our home? Yes, I replied, my voice steady. I realized freedom wasn't just leaving the mansion or escaping lies. It was owning my choices, my past, and my heart. I'm happy, Lily said. So am I said, smiling. I thought about the years I had survived. Betrayal, prison, humiliation, loss. They had shaped me, but they didn't define me. I had learned patience. I had learned strength. I had learned that power wasn't about control over others. It was control over myself. Lily climbed into the car. Hold my hand? She asked. Always, I said. As we drove, I glanced back at the mansion. No anger, no revenge. Just silence, empty and deserved. I reached over, brushing her hair from her face. Daddy? Yes, I like this life. Me too, baby, I said, voice steady, and for the first time in years, I truly believed it. I wasn't defined by them anymore. I wasn't their Manny, their husband, their pawn. I was free. The road stretched before us. No chains. No lies. No one could own me. I held Lily's hand tighter, smiling as she laughed. I whispered to myself, this is mine. The world was quiet, peaceful, and right. Karma had worked, not loudly, not with vengeance, but quietly, exactly as it should. And I walked into it whole. Finally, no one owns me anymore.